So the next thing to happen on Money in the Bank, it was the main event for tonight. It was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So we had Seth Rollins versus Riddle versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn versus Madcap versus Omos in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then all of a sudden, Adam Pearce comes out and he announces that there will be a eighth competitor. And come to find out, it was Theory. So yeah, Theory is the eighth competitor. It was like not no mystery competitor because Madcap actually fulfilled that spot last night on SmackDown. So now Theory got the spot. So yeah, Theory came out and now is 8 guys in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And as soon as he came out and as soon as he was like announced, I already kind of figured that he was going to win the match. Like pretty much majority of the people should have figured that Theory was going to win the match now since he got brought in. So with that being said, we seen when everybody was coming out, we seen Sheamus tell Ridge Holland and Butch to go backstage to not be in around the ring or anything. And MVP went backstage as well, so he wasn't going to be around the ring for Omos. It was a pretty good Money in the Bank ladder match. Not even going to lie, it was damn good. At one point, of course, Omos is just dominating, tossing everybody out and stuff because everybody was trying to go after him since he's the biggest man. And, he was tossing everybody around and all that, and then he got Claymored, but he's still standing on his feet and all that. And then they finally took him down, buried him underneath a bunch of ladders. And then there was one point where there was a ladder like set up at like a bridge, kind of like at the turnbuckles, against the ropes and stuff. And Madcap actually power bombed Sami Zayn onto that ladder, and it looked like he smacked the back of his head on the ladder, which looked pretty damn bad. But it looks like he was okay because he still continued with the match. So that was a pretty dangerous stunt right there. And then at one point we seen Riddle climb on the very top of the ladder, jumping off with floating bro onto everybody else at one point in this match. And then at one point we seen Omos comes back in, and then of course everybody gets double team him again. This man straight up took a bro kick, and then he got hit with the haluva kick, and then Riddle climbs and starts choking him out, and then Madcap helped Riddle toss Omos over the top rope, and then Rollins had to hit the curb stomp onto Omos on the ring apron, and then everybody literally picked up Omos over their heads and just tossed them through the announce table like deadass. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that's what took out Omos for the rest of the match after that, because that man was not going to get back up. And then, of course, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre was going at it a few times, trying to pretty much like bury each other underneath the ladder, kind of like put the ladder set up on top of them while they're climbing up the ladder and stuff. And then while Drew McIntyre had the ladder on top of Sheamus and stuff and climbing and stuff, Butch actually came down at one point, locking on the sleeper hold onto Drew McIntyre, took him off the ladder, and then Sheamus comes up with the bro kick onto Drew McIntyre while Butch was having the sleeper hold locked onto him. So yeah, it took him out as well. And then that's when Sheamus was like, screw this, I'm going to put Drew McIntyre underneath the ladder. So he puts him underneath the ladder, he climbs up the ladder, and then Drew McIntyre straight up pushes him off the ladder. And then McIntyre then hits the Claymore onto Butch, taking him out as well. And then we get to the very ending of this match where we see Sami Zayn get pushed off the top of the ladder by Madcap, I want to say, or Rollins, one of the two. And then it was Rollins and Riddle on the top of the ladder, and then Riddle hits the super RKO, an RKO off the top of the ladder onto Seth Rollins, taking Rollins out for the rest of the match after that. And then Riddle climbs up the top of the ladder, and it looks like he's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then all of a sudden, Theory climbs up there, pushes Riddle off the top of the ladder, and wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. So yeah, Theory is Mr. Money in the Bank now. So yeah, Theory defeated Seth Rollins, Riddle, Omos, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, and Madcap tonight in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. that's what happened. My betting odds was going to be for Seth Rollins pretty much, but as soon as as soon as Theory was like announced, I already got Theory out there who was going to win the match. But it was still a great match. If you have yet, go check it out. But I guess it's okay because new talents and stuff needs to win matches like this to get pushed better. So it'll be interesting to see Theory trying to cash in on Roman Reigns. So yeah, we're going to see what happens there. But tonight's Money in the Bank was pretty damn good for the match itself, for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a great Money in the Bank ladder match. It was very good. Omos getting buried with ladders and getting put through the announce table. We seen a super RKO. We seen Riddle was pretty much taking a lot of shit. Like, he was doing a lot of stuff in this match. So yeah, it was great though. But yeah, tonight's Money in the Bank. So, discussing about the main event was pretty damn good. The opening with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match was damn good as well. Liv Morgan cashing in tonight was freaking amazing. She finally won her first championship in WWE. It was even working for Ronda Rousey holding the title. Like, it was not working at all. So I'm happy that Liv Morgan actually won the title. Ronda Rousey versus Natalya was okay. Bianca Belair versus Carmella was alright. And the tag team match with the Usos and the Street Profits, now that match was great. Now, if you want to say what's match of the night, I don't know, to tell you the truth. It's either that tag team match with the Usos and the Street Profits or the two Money in the Bank ladder matches. If you want to go like crazy stunts of a match, I will probably say maybe the women's or maybe the men's, but in my opinion, I'll probably say best match of the night is probably the tag team match. But, you know what, I'll just tie both Money in the Bank ladder matches and the tag team match together because all those matches was great. And Bobby Lashley versus Theory was alright as well. So yeah, for tonight's Money in the Bank ladder match, tonight's Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I will give it 9.5 stars. Actually, screw this. I'll give it 10 stars. That's what I'll give it. The whole pay-per-view itself. It was freaking fantastic. Now, of course, all the matches was like not freaking top tier, obviously, but they had very great matches. Like 3 of them that literally sticks out, and then of course Liv Morgan with her big win and all that, winning the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then you have some okay matches with the both women's championship matches and the U.S. title match. So other than that, Money in the Bank was a big success in my opinion. These WWE pay-per-views for this year has been pretty damn good. Ever since after WrestleMania, they started getting a little bit better. Like Hell in a Cell was good. Money in the Bank's freaking fantastic. Hopefully they keep this up and SummerSlam will be as great as well. But yeah, that's the next pay-per-view soon. SummerSlam down the road, which I'll be talking about whenever it airs. But yeah, that has been my WWE Money in the Bank 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, World of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It'll all be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later. Until then.